Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to discuss about operations on list. So first of all, I would like to start with the Wolfram Mathematica software. Let us maximize it. Now let's see how we can operate two lists or more than two lists given. So let us take our first example. Let's see, the elements in a list is 1, 2 and 3. So as we are going to represent it as shown here, and we have to operate it with 10 and the operation is plus. So we will use this plus symbol and then we will write 10. Okay. Now we will press shift and enter key. So take a look with the output. So mainly what it does is it adds 10 in all the three elements in a list. So in the first element 10 plus 1 is 11, 10 plus 2 is 12 and 10 plus 3 is 13. So in this way it does the operation of addition. Now our second example is let we have two lists. For example, let we have list number 1 that is 1 comma 1 comma 2 and another list is 1 comma 2 comma 3 and we want its product. So for product we use this symbol and after that we will write another list that is 1 2 3 and we will close this bracket. Now we will press shift and enter key. So the result is 1 to 6. So how it can? This is 1 into 1 that is 1. 2 into 2 that is 2. 3 into 2 that is 6. So in multiplication of list, the first element of the first list multiplied by first element of the second list. Second element of the first list multiplied by second element of second list, and the third element of first list is multiplied by third element of second list. So in this way this product works. Now another example is range of 10 means we want to calculate square. Compute the first 10 squares means we have to compute this first 10 squares. So how we are going to compute? So first of all, to calculate this, we know to define number from 1 to 10 we use this range. So for that we will write range and we will write 10. Then we will close this bracket. Now we want its square form. So what we are going to write is we will use this raised to power 2 and we will press shift and enter key. So this power work as this first it will write the range as 1 to 10 and then it will square as for example the range of 10 is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10 and when we square it 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 14, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81 and 10 square is 100. So in this way, if we want the squares of a number and if they are continuous number, then we will just write the range and we will use the power form. Now to plot the first 20 square, if we want to plot the first 20 square, what we are going to do is to plot, we generally use list plot and after that we want the squares of range of 20. So here we are going to use this bracket and we will write range of 20. Here we will use the close bracket range 20 and we want it square. So we will write raised to power 2 and we will close this bracket. After that we will press shift and enter key to get the result. So here as you can see that as the previous example it was just for the 10 and if you want for 20 we just written here 20 in place of 10 and we want its square and we have plotted. So here you can see in the first place it's 1, then 4, then 9, means we want its square, so it is in this form. Okay. Now let's see another question. So sort a list into order. What is this sort a list into order? Let's see. This is another function. So first we will write to sort, we will just write sort and then we will write the elements given. That is here 4, 2, 1, 3, 6. We will close both the brackets and press shift and enter key. So in short what it is doing is it is writing the smallest element on the first place, second smallest element on the second, third smallest is in the third place, fourth smallest in the fourth place, and fifth smallest number in the fifth place, and it is making a list of that. So this is called a sort, and for directly computing such type of things, we directly write this sort function. Now find how long a list is. So what's that? It is another different function. Let's calculate first and then we will realize what this function is doing. So first of all, for getting this length, we will write length. Then we will use both brackets. Then we will write 5 comma 3 as the input is already given. Okay. Then shift and enter key. Now it is giving us the result as 7. So what it exactly is doing? So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So since there are 7 elements, its length is 7. So basically it gives the number of elements present in a list, I guess. Now total gives the total from adding up a list. So if we have elements in a list and we want to calculate its total, that is the sum. So what we are going to do is we just write this total and we will use the brackets and we are going to write the given input, that is 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 2, and we will close both the brackets and press shift and enter key and it is given this 6, that is 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, that is 6 here. So in this way this all operation do its own work. Now here we have only 4 numbers and we have to do its total. Now let's assume that we have more than 4 numbers. Let's take 10 as a number. So for that we are not going to write 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 up to 10. Maybe it can be 100 sum or 1000 sum. So for that we are not going to write the elements by its individual name. So for that we are going to do is first we will write this total and we will use this bracket. After that we will write range because we want from 10 up to 10. So we will write range 10. So it will give the sum of all the elements present between 1 to 10. So for that we will write this function and we will press shift and enter key and it will give the result as 55. So basically it does this 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 up to 10 and we get the result as 55. Now count the number of times A appears in a list. For example, here is an example of A. Let us suppose we have to count. For example, here you are asked how many times 1 is written or 2 is written. So in this list you can easily check this 1 and 1 here it is 2 times. Now if assume from here to here you have a list of numbers and you have to calculate 1 in between them. So how difficult it will be to calculate 1 and 1 and 1 and go reaching to the last and counting. There may be a mistake by reading it, but computer doesn't do such kind of mistakes. So for that, if we want count such type of thing, for example, we have alphabets. So for that, what we are going to do is we will just write count, and after that whatever elements are present here we will write that. So here we have very small number of objects, that is A, B, A, C, B, A, and close this bracket, and we have another element A. Why we are writing A here? Because we want account for A, means how many A's are present in this list. So here you can easily see this 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you can easily write this 4, but it also just count the A's between this list. If you have larger list, it is very valuable function we have to count this number of elements, same number of elements. Now let's check how to find the first element or the last element of any series or any list given. So for that, let us suppose we have the list of 7, 6 and 5. So for that we will separate this with commas and we will close this bracket. Okay, now if we want its first element, so for that we are going to use this close bracket, and for that before its list we will write first, because we want its first element. So we will write first, and then we will press shift and enter key, and we will get the result as 7, because the first element of this list is 7. Now let us suppose you want the last element of the same. So what you are going to do is you just copy it, whatever given here, you just copy it. After that you can also find, I think, second element we will write. Okay, first we will cancel it. Okay, so here we can write second. Is there any second element chance? Second. Let's see what happens. Shift and enter. No, second, no operation like second. So I think here we can already find the first and last element by using it. So we will just write last and we will press shift and enter key, and we will get the result as 5. So basically here I get these two operations or two functions, that is first to get the first element and last to give the last element. So in this way it will help to find this. Now pick out element number 2. So that means whatever number, which number is divisible by 2, I think. So for that we will write part, and then we will use these brackets. Then we are going to write the list given, that is 7, 6, 5. Then we will close this bracket and we will separate it with a comma, that is 2, and we will press shift and enter key. Why it is selecting 6? So pick out the element number 2. It is selecting 6. I guess it's because 6 is divisible by 2 and 6 is the second element. Let's see, we will to confirm it we will just replace it with 3. What will happen? It's 5. Okay, so here the part operation has, as in the earlier case we were using the second, so in place of using second we can use this part, and we will write it as 1 to get the first element. Here it's correct now. So 1 to get the first element. So here when we write 2, it gives us the second element, that is 6 here. So part is basically which position we want, we can get through this function. Now let's suppose we want the length. Sorry, first we want to short it, and then we want its first element. Our list is 6, 7, 1, 2, 4, 5. Let us suppose we have this list. Okay, so after that we want to first sort it. So what the sort operation is doing is, sort is directly writing the numbers of element in the ascending order. So when we will write this sort, So what it basically is doing is it will write 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 means in the increasing order. Whatever elements are present, it write in an increasing order. Now if we want its first element in this short, so for that we will again use another bracket. Then we will write here in the first place, that is we want its first element. Okay. So here you can press shift and enter key and you will get the result as 1. Now, if you want another element like second or third, so you can use this part in place of it. So here you can use part, and by separating with commas, like if we want first element, we will write 1. If we want second element, we can write 2. So in this way, we can use this. Now let us suppose if we want to get the minimum of this. So we just copy it first, and now moving to the next function, that is minimum. So to get this, we will generally write minimum, and for what we want the minimum of this. So here, which is the smallest number in the list? It's 1. So it directly gives it. Okay. Break a number into a list of digits. Okay. So let us suppose we have a big number given. For example, 1988, that is 1988. So if we want to separate those numbers, what we are going to do is we can use easily this integer digit as shown here, and we will write the number given, that is, let us suppose 1988. So we will write this as shown here, and we will press shift and enter key, and we will get the result as the list 1, 9, 8, 8. So basically this function is separating all the numbers given here. So as you can see here, in this way you can separate the numbers in list form. Now moving to the next. So let's suppose if we want the last element, only the last element of all the digits. So what we are going to do is we just copy it here, and we want its last element. So first of all, we will write this last, and we will press this Control V to paste it, and closing all the brackets, we will press shift and enter key, and we will get the result as 8. So the last element of this digit is 8. Okay, so now our next question is for the function, that is take. Let's see what this take is. Take lets you take a specific number of elements from the beginning of a list. So here, okay, now I understood what take does. So let us suppose we have any number of elements. Let us suppose we have 7 number of elements in a list, and we want only starting 3. So what we are going to use it? Take. So here, by giving you an example, let's write take, and after that suppose we have 101 comma 203 comma 401 comma 602 comma 332 comma 412. So suppose these are the elements present in a list, and we want the first 3 elements. So we will just write take and the list, and we will separate with the comma, that is we want 3 starting 3 elements, so we will close this bracket. After that we will press shift and enter key, and we will get the result as shown here. Means it's mainly taking the first 3 elements of the list present, means first 3 elements present in a list. Now let us give a difficult question. So we don't know how many integers are present in a list in the 2 raised to power 100, and we want its up to 10th elements. How we are going to find it? So basically here you can find the use of all whatever I have taught you. So here what we want starting 10 element from 2 raised to power 100. So for that we will first write take, because we want to take the starting 10th element, and after that we don't know all the integers of 2 raised to power 10. and calculating it will take a long time. So after that we will write integer digit. What it will do is it will separate all integers by separating with comma. So first of all we will write 2 raised to power 100. So what it will do is it will directly calculate 2 raised to power 100, and then it will separate with the commas, and it will take out the first 10 elements. So after that we will write just 10, and then we will close this bracket and then press shift and enter key. So as you can see in this output, you are getting 1 comma 2 comma 6 comma 7. So this 2 raised to power 10 and the first 10 element of 2 raised to power 100, sorry. So in this way you will solve the question very easily using just a few functions. Now another function I have is drop. So drop drops element from beginning of a list. Okay, so let's see what it does. Now in this question what we were doing is we were taking the first three elements. Now let's suppose we don't want this first three elements only from the list. So what we are going to do is we just copy it first, and after that we want to drop. What we want to drop? The first three element of this given list. So control V, and here we will use drop. So drop will do this, it will eliminate this one, and first three element it will eliminate, and the resulting output should be 602, 332 and 412. So let's see. Yes, I'm absolutely right. Here you can see this drop is doing it is eliminating the first three element, and in the output it's giving this last three outputs. So hope you understand today's session, and in the next session we will do it exercise based on these concepts. Hope you are liking my series, and for any query you can ask in the comment section. If you like, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to never miss any update. Thank you. Have a nice day.